More emotion-wrenching evidence and testimony as the sentencing trial of Parkland school shooter Nikolas Cruz entered the third week. Today, the jury and victim's family saw autopsy photos of the victims he killed with his AR-15 style assault rifle. Doctors describing the gunshot wounds in detail.
Prosecutors also showed the video Cruz recorded just 3 days before the shooting, saying he was going to be the next mass shooter in 2018 and that his goal was to kill 20 people. But the most emotional part of the day is when family members of the victims took the stand to describe how the shooting has impacted them. Ari Hite joining us now with more on that. Ari.
Yeah, emotional does not begin to describe this testimony. Nikolas Cruz killed 17 people. Family of 3 of those people addressed the jury today to talk about who those people were and what their families have lost. One by one, they stepped up to the witness stand with photos of their loved one. Then, one by one, they put their broken hearts on full display for the jury to see.
I'm still trying to learn to live with this every day, and it's not getting any easier.
14 is too young to die. It causes me pain to know that she never got a chance to even truly live.
This is life now, and it hurts. It hurts a lot, not just today, but every single day.
First came the family of Joaquin Oliver, 17 years old, wanted to travel the world.
I have to imagine the moments we were supposed to live and share with him.
What happens when we run out of pictures, when we get old and the memories start to fade? When I get married and you aren't there? When I have kids and they don't have an uncle?
Joaquin was magic, personified. Love, personified.
Elena Petty, 14 years old, loved to fight with and love her older siblings.
I am heartbroken that I won't be able to watch her become the amazing young woman she was turning into. I can't hear her voice when I think of her anymore. I don't remember what it felt like to hug her.
Scott Beagle, who lived for his students.
It's been 1,630 days since I last spoke to my son.
Each day, it's some thought or memory of Scott comes to mind. I try desperately to hold on to those memories because it's all I have left.
I miss my son today. I will miss my son tomorrow. I will miss my son for the rest of my life.
I miss you, son. I will miss you forever.
The strength of those parents to be able to testify. Again, Cruz has already pled guilty to the murders. The jury is only going to decide if he serves life in prison or gets the death penalty. Reporting live, Ari Hite, WPBF 25 News.